Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is all about deleting files by date created, and we want to automate this. You can do this actually in Windows, but we are the point and click community. We are not IT professionals. I will show you a couple different ways how you can accomplish this. The easiest way probably is with a third-party program. What's free, what I use for also file management tasks, and it automates everything perfectly. Like I said, this is for people like me with no or limited IT experience. Like when I ask an admin, he would say, yeah, do it real easy, open PowerShell. And I say, yeah, but we don't know what PowerShell is and what it does, and we are totally not interested. So I could open PowerShell and type a command in there, something like this. That's what it does. Let's see what this command does. Basically, this is my storage for my security camera in the back door, and my security cameras are creating a large amount of data. So there is a lot amount of files stored what I have to manually delete usually. So PowerShell is out for us, but what it does here, basically, it looks for the C drive. That's my connected network drive. It could be any drive, whatever you select here. And then it looks for the object, get date, and so on, and so on, and then it deletes that items. Okay, but we don't know PowerShell, we don't want to know it, so that's not an option for us. So next, we could do it from a command prompt, and then create a batch file and schedule it. Or we can go to our control panel, I don't like the view, I go always to my small icons, then I open my administrative tools, open my task scheduler. In here we basically can schedule a task, what automatically does what we want, but we also need to know the commands to do that, right? So I don't know if this is something we want to do. We can go real quick over it. Okay, so I made the decision not to go deeper into this. You can look that up on the internet somewhere if you would like to do it like this. I use a program, it's called Dropit, because I have all these files in different folders across the network. So this program makes it a lot easier to manage all that stuff. So let's move on with Dropit, installing configuration. I downloaded it already. The link is to the download is in the description. It's called Dropit. It's free to use. And I think even commercially it's, I don't know, you gotta read through it. It's an open source, so just install it with the defaults and launch it. It creates an icon when it's running, what's always in the foreground, but we can minimize that in our configuration so it don't show up, because we don't want to see what's going on in the background at all. As soon as it's set it and forget it. So I start with right-clicking on it and select my profile. I select the eraser. Next, I right-click again, go to Association. Double-click on the eraser. The rule here shows me it will erase files, and then there's a semicolon and folders. So If you want the folders completely erased too, then you leave that. If you want the files only erased, just replace that by a star. We go to this little funnel here, click on it, and we click on date modified, because when I look at all the files from my security camera, let me move this out of the way here so we see what we are doing. Looking at security camera footage, I have all these folders. They're sorted basically by date, and there are a lot of stuff in there. I need to remove most of them. I want to keep maybe 5 days, maybe 7 days. So I go date modified, greater than 7. And I'll leave that other stuff here like it is. I click OK. Action, I want to delete it. Deletion mode, I use directly remove because it's not classified information. It's okay when it's just deleted and not overwritten all the sectors. And click on here. Now the program knows what to do. We don't know where, so we tell it where now. We go into the options. First options, you see these are just the interface options. Processing, I don't want to confirm for large loaded files because I don't want to click on it OK when it pops up. I want it to be totally transparent. Monitoring, we enable the scan of the folders in a time interval. I would say it shows maybe 5 hours. This is all in seconds. Just put your time interval in it. For now, I put in here 180, what is 3 minutes, just so we don't have to wait 5 hours until something is happening here. Usually I don't show the progress because it would pop a window up, and when I'm working on something that pops a window up, it's not convenient. I want it, like I said, completely running in the background, and don't tell me what's going on. Now I have to add the folder. In my case, this is a network folder where I have all my files from the security cameras are stored on that network folder. So it's the 2021. I select that folder. I let it run the eraser and I save that. Now we go over here. We want to start at system startup. We started minimized in the system tray, and I want a log file because I once in a while look into this log file to see what's going on. As you can see, the progress window is open because I enabled that just for this demonstration. Right now it's checking the association matches, so it goes through and see what file is older than 7 days old, like I specified, and after that it builds a list here and it will delete it. So now it's optimizing the file list, like I said, and then the files will show up and it will start deleting. So the whole process takes a while because there are lots of files in it. So the first time it takes a while. And now it's, you see what's doing. It basically skips these files what don't match up. These files are younger than 7 days, and the files that are older than 7 days will be deleted. So now it's starting deleting the files. A couple hints here. When you configure it under your main tab, make sure that it starts the process after loading is enabled, because if you're not logged in, it won't run. So if you enable that, it will start right away after the program loads. And on the various under the various tab, click on Start on System Startup. This way your system starts up, the program loads, and it starts right away. And then just schedule it in monitoring how many seconds, basically hours, I would schedule it far apart, to run. So with that said, that's it. Please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber yet on my channel, subscribe and click on that notification bell. And you have a great week. Thank you.